What is your favorite color? I was definitely into the whole working out thing. Now, testosterone is a very interesting supplement. Do you have any ex-girlfriends? Yes or no? What is good, bros? It is Preston Gifford here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A for you guys, which I have not done in a very long time, especially since we popped off on this channel. And, now we're almost a known face in the industry. It's kind of cool. So, yeah, we're going to do a Q&A. I went ahead and posted on my community tab, which if you guys have not yet, please go to my community tab. I post on here regularly, like every day. I do polls asking like what costume I should wear next on Omegle. I ask you guys what you guys want to see next. I do a lot of great stuff on the community tab of the channel. So as I mentioned, I went on there and I posted, and you guys killed it. You guys asked me a lot of questions that I'm going to get into and be answering in this video. Before we get started, as always, if you guys want to save 10% off of your order at Gorilla Mind products, be sure to go ahead and use code PG on the screen. The link to support me is also in the description below, and it helps me out quite a bit. As always, my training programs are at PrestonGifford.com, but I will be mentioning those later on because a lot of you guys asked a lot of questions about training, and I can help you guys out with that through my own programs and through my own website, but more on that later. So without further ado, it is now time to grab the phone and get going, guys. Let's do this. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go here and go newest first, and then I'm going to scroll all the way down and do the first question. If you guys asked a question and I didn't answer it in this video, I'm very sorry. I did give this post about, I'd say, 2 days up, and I wanted to go ahead and get this video out. So sorry if I don't answer your question in this video. I will do another Q&A later down the road because these are really fun and you guys seem to enjoy asking me questions. So the first question comes from A-Man Edits, and he actually had a 4-part question, so I'm gonna do my best to go ahead and answer all these. How do you handle time for gym and a job? Currently, YouTube right now is actually like my main job. I also have my online coaching and online fitness training and all that. I'm basically like full on social media, full online. So but that has only been recently. That's only been since I moved here to Texas. In Oregon, I did work at a grocery store for a very long time, and balancing working at a grocery store, standing at a check stand on my feet for like 8 to 9 hours a day with heavy squatting, benching, deadlifting, it was very difficult. You have to prioritize, and you don't get to go out as much with your friends because when I worked, 9 to 6, I had to go to the gym from, go home, get home and eat about 7:30. I'd be ready for the gym, and then I'm at the gym till about close, till about 10 o'clock, 9:30, and then you have to drive home and get your meals made and also eat dinner and get in bed before midnight because you got to get up at 8 o'clock and do it all over again. So I worked 5 days a week, and then I trained 6, and I had 1 day off. It was quite a lot, but I loved it. I love working hard and I love being busy. Basically, you have to prioritize, and that's how you have to do it, and you have to make sacrifices. And whether that comes from seeing your friends less, going out less, playing less video games, you have to take away a little bit of fun to add in a little bit more time for work, but it's definitely possible. Do you have any ex-girlfriends? Yes or no? Yes, I think I actually only have about, hold on, like 4 or 5 ex-girlfriends. The rest are all just casual, but yeah, I think I have about 4 or 5 ex-girlfriends. Most of them I have a good relationship with. Some are a little fishy. At what age should we start doing gym? Because many people say that as being a teenager doing gym stuff, height will stop growing. Honestly, that's all BS. Doing weightlifting does not mess up your height. What I would recommend is that if you want to start doing some kind of weightlifting, 13 is pretty young. I would say that's like the cap for me. And at that, if you are in the gym at the age of 13, do machines only and just kind of work on just activating the muscles through like machines and all that. And then like 14, 15 around then go ahead and start doing barbell and dumbbell movements, but I would only recommend machines at first for those, really young guys out there. That's just to be safe, but if you want to be an absolute animal and just go for it, then go for free weights, but that's just my recommendation. I'm just not trying to get any kids hurt out here. When are you coming to India? Because you're my inspiration and they're also a lot. Dude, honestly, thank you so much. Hashtag aesthetics forever. Lots of love. I love you, bro. Thank you. I would love to come to India whenever I can, but right now I'm not in a place to travel. And with the way the world has been recently, traveling has been very difficult, but in the near future, I would love to visit. Next question comes from Cruz. Any advice for someone who wants to start getting active / lose weight? Yes, so my advice for you, if you want to start, is to start slow. So start by just doing a 10-minute walk walk after every meal. You know, when you get done eating, just stand up, walk 5 minutes that way, walk 5 minutes back. Do that 3 times, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And not only will that help with digestion and with, you know, your insulin levels, it'll also just help you feel better. A lot of brain fog comes from taking in a lot of carbs, which in America we eat a lot of carbs, and not utilizing them and not, you know, having that blood sugar level out. So after doing that, you know, then you can get into weightlifting, maybe like, you know, once, twice, 3 times a week and slowly start there. But 100%, just start doing 10-minute walks every day and those will change your life. Number 2 is, what are your thoughts on present day Connor Murphy? Honestly, I'm really sad. I loved watching Connor as a kid, and even now I still go back and watch his old videos, and it really hurts me to see who he's become and what's going on. So I just wish him to be all the better, and I hope that eventually he can come out of the psychosis. A hard time saying your name, so I'm just gonna call you Bev. Bev says, how long did you stick to a routine/program? I've been sticking to my current strength program, which is available at PrestonGifford.com. I'm on the 6th day. I turned the 6th day into a 5-day. I've been on this program for the last 2 years, and I love it. My strength has gone through the roof. It's allowed me to stay lean and also build muscle while getting stronger. It's like a hybrid. It's called power building. It's really fun. So yeah, I've been on this for like 2 years, and before that, in my first 3 years of training, I just did a push-pull legs, or I just did 3 days on, 1 day off. But I've always been on a routine since the very beginning. My top 2 exercises for back thickness probably is going to have to be a deadlift. I really enjoy doing deadlifts now. They are absolutely fantastic. But if you're worried about injury, then just rack pulls. Rack pulls are great. Above the knee rack pulls right there. Just have the bar above the knee, pull with your back, and then also doing some kind of row. I love single arm cable rows, where you're literally just sitting there like this, cables in your hand, you stay straight, slightly bent forward, and just pull right there. And you literally don't even move, and you pull that elbow all the way down. And dude, the thickness that I got on my lats from that is absolutely amazing. It feels great, and it also helps with muscle imbalances. A lot of you guys haven't been here since the very beginning of my channel, but in the very beginning, few of you noticed, but my lower left lat tie-in was way underdeveloped than my right one. Way more underdeveloped. And so how I fixed it was through doing single arm cable rows. All right, Mikey Mike, my man, bro, you've been a part of the channel for so long. I think I've hearted like over like 125 of your comments. So thank you, man. You have the award for the most hearts received on my channel. What is a sample chest workout for you? What exercises do you do and how often? So a sample chest workout for me is gonna always start off with a bench press, and it's going to be an incline barbell. If you like dumbbells more, go for it. I prefer to do barbell because I can actually track and progressively overload a lot easier on that. I do the incline barbell bench press, and I will be doing some kind of programmed strength rep range. So either a 4x10, 5x8, 6x5, or a 7x3. That is sets and then times reps. That's what I'll be doing. And then after that, I go into one fly movement, and then I go into another single arm press. If I'm really feeling up to it, I might go into some weighted dips, but it kind of depends on if it's a more, you know, chest focused day where I'm gonna just kill my chest, or if it's a push day that has a more shoulder focus as well. On my shoulder focus days, I'll do a overhead barbell press, so then I won't do weighted dips. But on a full-on chest workout, I'm gonna do about 1 heavy compound and then 3 accessory. This is from Rashi. I'm terrible at names. First of all, the only YouTuber with no hate is you. And what is your exact height? I am 6'1.5", but I'm so close to 6'2". If I wear any pair of shoes, I'm 6'2". So yeah, but technically, you know, 6'1.5". And other YouTube, what would you like to do? Other than YouTube, I would, honestly, this is what I want to do. I've never really thought about doing anything else other than YouTube. I've done other things, like I've been a personal trainer, I've worked at a grocery store, I've done, you know, yard work. I've taught how to do breakdancing as well. I was a very successful dancer when I was younger, and I did a lot of dancing. I went to a few battles, I did a lot of performances. So yeah, had I not done YouTube or fitness, then probably dance, yeah. And how do you handle female attention in public? Honestly, I love attention. I'm a bit of an attention whore, so yeah, I handle it very well. I actually enjoy it. I feed off of a crowd whenever I'm around people, and I just enjoy the exchange of energy with people. Did you pick my question for the Q&A? Yes, I did. All right, Cameron, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? I think I typed in like a question on YouTube, like a exercise, and then before you know it, my recommended feed was full of Christian Guzman, you know, and Jeff Side and Ziz and all these guys, and I just saw them and I said, hey, you know, I'm 16, and I'm pretty big for 16, and I can do this too. I can probably even do it better. And so that's what made me want to start, and I grabbed the camera, and now we're here. What is your favorite color? My favorite color, honestly, I I'm attracted to blue, but I really like red. But I honestly, as you guys can see in my room, I hate these walls. This like, you know, really like turquoisey blue or like light sky. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have a black bed, black chairs, black desk. I love black and white. That's why these walls drive me freaking nuts. So I'm actually more of a shade guy. I like shades more than like colors, so I like black and white and having that very like, you know, monochrome, really like dull colors and all that, because I just like that modern look. But when it comes to like clothes and stuff, I love any color, but I'm more attracted to blue. How do you motivate yourself to go to the gym daily? Love from India. Thank you so much. I motivate myself daily by watching my old videos when I first started. Also just from watching other people on YouTube who are into fitness. I also just am at a point now to where it really actually isn't even about motivation anymore. It's become discipline, because you reach a point where it's not about motivating yourself, because motivation is temporary, but discipline lasts a lifetime and it's built. So for me, yeah, I've just built discipline over the years, and now there's no more need to be motivated. But when I do want to be motivated or have a kick-ass workout, I will watch YouTube fitness. So other fitness influencers, Jeff Seid, Lex Little, you know, David Lade, shit like that, Christian Guzman. Or like I said, I'll go back and watch my old videos, see where I started, because that helps me a lot. All right, coming from Venom, I like your name. If you have a small chest, not as in you have a small one, would it be cool to train it twice or just one day and add some exercises? Okay, so basically, I actually am gonna have a video coming out probably later this week where I'm going to be talking about how I did my chest transformation. And my chest wasn't always the best. When I first started, actually, a lot of people told me, man, your chest needs to catch up. And it's because, if you guys haven't noticed, I have a very large frame for my chest. I'm not complaining. I mean, Arnold had that same kind of large frame. But having a larger frame, just like having these long-ass arms, means that I have a lot of room to fill up. It's a lot harder for me to make my chest and arms look bigger because it's such a large frame to fill in. But once I do fill it in, as you guys can see, it looks pretty good. So to answer your question, you know, and given my genetic standpoint that I just explained, I trained it twice a week and I did heavy bench press on both the days. Flies, single arm movements, just get a lot of volume in, okay? Just try and do at least 4. So I recommend, I like incline barbell and then do a cable fly, do a single arm chest press, and then maybe some dips, or maybe, you know, some decline, something like that. Okay. What motivated you to bodybuild? So basically, I was in 8th grade, and I was like, yo, you know, being an 8th grader is cool and all. You're like top dog in middle school. But once you go to high school, you're a freshman, and you're back at the bottom of the food chain. And high schoolers are a lot bigger than 8th graders. So I had that in my thought process, and yeah, you know, I guess I've always been a little bit of a dominant one in that perspective, but I wanted to be able to stack up. And so, yeah, come freshman year of high school, 16, I was like, you know what? It's time to start working out. And yeah, I fell in love. Also, I grew up in gyms. My mother and father were both ex-professional bodybuilders. My dad won the Mr. Oregon, and my mother went all the way to nationals. They were in magazines, you know, did multiple photo shoots. And so I grew up in their private gyms that they owned. It was just the two of them, and they ran the 2 private gyms. Yeah, so I have pictures of me when I was a little kid. Actually, hold on one second. Like this one right here of yours truly. So that is me right there. I was definitely into the whole working out thing when I first started off. So yeah, now that you're sponsored by Gorilla Mind and you're making more progress with your views, are you getting paid enough to where you could potentially make a living? So yeah, I kind of answered this a little bit earlier. I'm lucky enough to have a great support system around me with my parents, and you know, we all moved down here to Texas together. And you know, because my dad got the promotion, I was able to move down here cost-free with them, and they even like ship my car and everything. So my parents are very supportive. They know that I wanted to do this as a career. So currently, no, I'm not able to fully support myself off of YouTube or my online business, but I am nearing that threshold where I will eventually be able to. By the end of this year, I have projected that I will be able to move out probably by the end of this year. That's just based off my own projections and looking at my revenue and where I need to be. So yeah, I really meant it when I said that this is the year, guys, when YouTube becomes a full-time job, and you know, when we can actually fully support ourselves. Right now, I'm not able to, but we are getting extremely close, and with the help of my Gorilla Mind sponsorship and you guys using my codes, y'all are allowing me to get closer and closer to being able to support myself, and we're like almost there, man. We're like right there. We're so close to breaking that threshold. How do you control sugar level intakes, as it seems to be in literally everything, as I'm trying to bulk up and eat a lot more but less foods with sugar? I gotta be honest, man, I'm not one to actually worry about my sugar intake, I do have a little bit of some tips that I used to give my clients. And that is that when it comes to wanting to reduce your sugar intake, sticking to whole food is going to be your best friend. That's really it, because you're right, sugar and also salt, which salt actually is not that bad. It's actually very necessary, so don't really worry about the salt too much. Back to the sugar. Yeah, whole food is honestly your best friend, because you're right, it is in everything, as I mentioned. And the only way to ensure you're not intaking too much is to either get sugar-free stuff or, like I said, eat whole food. Would you recommend any workout supplements like creatine or amino acids, or are they just not worth it? Have an awesome day. Thank you so much, man. To answer your final question, honestly, the only supplement I would ever recommend you even, looking into would be to have a protein powder on hand, just in case you're low on protein for the day. But besides that, no, everything else is kind of a waste of time. Amino acids and BCAAs and all that, you already get those in through all the protein that you ingest. The only time those might even be an option is, say, if you were cutting and you're on low restricted calories and macros. That's when amino acids and all, like the BCAAs and all that might come in handy, or like, the EAAs and all that. But honestly, if you're bulking and you're eating a lot of food and a lot of protein, you're fine. Now, turkesterone is a very interesting supplement that Gorilla Mind does offer once in a while, and that thing is absolutely insane. It's actually the only supplement that I've been trying to get my hands on for a long time. Yeah, I might do a video on turkesterone later on, but do your own research on it and only buy it from Gorilla Mind. It's a phenomenal supplement, and it will make your strength gains go through the roof. More on that later, but go to Gorilla Mind and check it out. It's out of stock right now, but they will have it in stock soon. And as always, use code PG. Alrighty, boys, that was the Q&A. Hope you all enjoyed. We did a pretty good job chugging away and answering all the questions. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support recently. If you guys haven't noticed, the quality right now probably looks pretty crisp and very sharp with like the movements. We're shooting in 4K 24p right now, so yeah, this is like maxed out quality for the camera. This is 24p, which looks really good when you're sitting still and not doing a lot of like crazy movements like this. But when I'm gonna be out and about with the camera, I'm probably gonna be using 30p instead. So let me know down below if you guys liked the 30p or if you guys like 24p right now better. Either way, let me know what you guys think about the camera, okay? I love it. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. Be sure to like the video, okay? Comment hashtag full watch down below if you watched the whole thing, okay? Comment hashtag full watch, and let me know if you guys want me to do this again, okay? Share the video with your friends. As always, if I've earned it, subscribe. Also, a heads up, I'm gonna be trying to take advantage of the new YouTube Shorts section on YouTube. So if you guys see me posting any content that I've already posted before, but it has a smaller size ratio and it says hashtag shorts, there probably will be a few re-uploads, but it's gonna be highlights from my videos just so I can take advantage of this whole new YouTube Shorts thing that's happening. It's very similar to TikTok, and a lot of people are blowing up, and so I want to take advantage of the algorithm. Once again, I love you guys. Thank you all so much. Stay massive, stay Myron, and we squat heavy, bro. Let's go, baby. Peace out.